Hey there, BookTube. Noah coming at you again with another video. This time I'm going to give my take on a novel called Agua Viva by Clarice Lispector. Now this is a small little novella. Um, not even a novella, as far as size, short, but it's not a narrative. This isn't a story. So I just wanted to start off this kind of thing with what I see is it's like a meditation. Um, this is a lot like automatic writing. You're having a palaver, a conversation with Clarice Lispector herself. Now, is the persona that is in this book herself, her real self? I believe so. But that might be able to be argued. Either way, a very powerful work, something that is so freeing to read, and that's a common theme of the work: freedom. What does it mean to be free? How are you free? How do you get free? And it's not tackled explicitly. She starts by talking about her life, or just what she's doing. This reads like automatic writing, like she's wrote this in writes these parts out in separate sittings and just writes them out. It's beautiful. It's hard to get into. I'm not gonna spoil anything with this. Just say that it's wonderful. It's my first Clarice Lispector experience. It's a great one to be your first one. I couldn't say much about the rest of her work, but I'm looking forward now to reading everything. Somebody that writes on this level is somebody that I will follow and read whatever she has done in her life. So there's a lot of definition of terms. At least I wouldn't say a lot, but there's definitely definition of terms in this, and terms like is. The is the essence of any moment, the essence of every moment. It is the essence of time, of being in time. So is defined through story, talking about her thoughts or what she's doing. The is defined, and then the it is defined. It is something that is essential in just being. So the is the essential of time, and the it is the essential being of everything. So the it is described, as God. For lack of a better word, the fundamental essence of being. And so there's other definition of terms like they and that, things like that. So it can be termed a philosophical work. It definitely is a contemplative work. A meditation is more pointedly what it is. So I don't want to say too much and just kind of spoil actually what it is about. It's best to just kind of get a little bit of it. So I'm going to give a little bit of the words here. Just a couple things that pointed out at me that are just beautiful writing, but also we'll give you a little idea of what you think this is. And this is the describing of the it. The it is described quite a bit. This might be when she got to the crux. The transcendence inside of me is the living and soft it that has the thought that an oyster has. Could the oyster, when torn from its root, feel anxiety? It is disturbed in its life without eyes. I used to drip lemon juice onto the living oyster and watched in horror and fascination as it contorted all over. And I was eating the living it. The living it is the God. So, a metaphor? Sure. I think more so that she's working into personal experiences and working into them and seeing a deeper level of reality with it. So the next, and you know, of course, what jumps out at me and that I like the most is these philosophical things. So you know, you're gonna find beautiful metaphors. You're gonna find beautiful things throughout this book. Um, the absence of the God is an act of religion. At the very instant I am asking the God to help me, I am needing more than human strength. I am strong but also destructive. The God must come to me, since I haven't gone to him. Let the God come, please. Though I don't deserve it, come. Or perhaps the one who least deserves him needs him the most. I'm restless and harsh and hopeless. Though I have love inside myself, it is just that I don't know how to use love. Sometimes it scratches like barbs. If I received so much love inside me, and nonetheless I am restless, because I need the God to come. Come before it's too late. I'm in danger, like every person who lives, and the only thing I can expect is precisely the unexpected. But I know that I shall have peace before death, and that one day I shall taste the delicateness of life. I shall notice, as we eat and live the taste of food, my voice falls into the absence, into the abyss of your silence. You read me in silence. But in this unlimited silent field I unfurl my wings, free to live. So I accept the worst and enter the core of death, and that is why I'm alive, the feeling core, and that it makes me quiver. So beautiful, you know, just beautiful, and she's talking to you as a reader, and you are you know, implicit in this writing. It's a beautiful thing. It's something that I don't know if I can even compare it to another piece of writing. It's something, you know, I don't even think she knows what she was actually doing or actually trying to do with this, though she does try to figure that out in different ways. It's great. It's totally great. There's a whole section on in here that's just beautiful, where she goes through, you know, different flowers, types of flowers, and and scents and attributes of some flowers. She's obviously a very learned person. She's obviously a very beautiful person. I've you know, seen pictures. She's beautiful inside and out. Something that is a terrible beauty, as she would describe it, I'm sure. I've really enjoyed it. Thank you for listening to my take on Clarice Lispector. And happy reading, book two. Thank you.